A lot of women have a really hard time with how their bodies change during pregnancy and all the weight that they gain, but they feel ashamed to talk about it. Well, I spoke with a woman who went through this, and she told me about a book that really helped her to deal with it, and it just might help you too.
It is scary to see certain numbers on the scale or to watch your belly get bigger and bigger and suddenly your jeans don't fit right anymore.
Being pregnant wasn't easy for Meredith Lopez. Not only was she sick and uncomfortable,
It was very hard to watch everything from head to toe get bigger and swell and just lose whatever work I had done in the year before to get myself into shape.
even now after her beautiful baby boy Gabriel has arrived.
Who's ready for that? Oh, yummy, yum.
Meredith is still struggling with weight issues.
How long until I can fit into, my tiny little perfect jeans and all my tiny little clothes again? And it's been 14 months and I'm still waiting.
Meredith needed help, so she turned to this book, Does This Pregnancy Make Me Look Fat? The Essential Guide to Loving Your Body Before and After Baby. It's written by body image expert Claire Misko, who's pregnant with her first child, and model Magali Amadei.
And that has been a huge help for me. I think I have come to terms with the fact that I'm not going to get into my pre-pregnancy skinny jeans again. One of the things she mentions in the book is just learning how to rephrase how you talk about certain things. Like instead of saying, I don't fit into my jeans anymore, it's saying, these jeans no longer fit the new me.
The book is a guide for women to deal with the body changes of pregnancy and new motherhood in a healthy way. And we talked to over 400 women for this book at all stages. So we interviewed women who were just starting to think about planning their families. We interviewed women who were currently pregnant, and we interviewed a lot of moms.
The number one concern for all women? Weight.
For women who were not yet pregnant, it was how much weight am I going to gain? For women who were pregnant, they wanted to gain exactly the right amount of weight. For the women we talked to who were new moms, how am I going to get the baby weight off?
Other big concerns for moms and moms-to-be? Saggy breasts, those annoying stretch marks, how their partners will feel about their body changes, and if those changes will affect their relationship.
There is no realistic portrayal of motherhood really anywhere in our culture. You would have to live on Mars to avoid it.
Now that's something that really bugs Meredith and Claire, how the media covers celebrity baby bumps.
Is it a baby or a burrito? And they're focusing in on, what might be a baby bump, and then tracking the celebrity throughout the pregnancy. And then of course there's the timeline of, how fast can she get back into her bikini? And, so all of this kind of stuff is really playing into women's fears about the body changes of pregnancy.
I can't imagine what these women are going through, that every single little detail, every bite that they eat is being recorded for mass consumption, so to speak.
Celebrities obviously have way more resources than the average woman, so they have professional trainers, they have personal chefs, they have a team of nannies and stylists, so access to resources that the average mom just doesn't have. So it sets up this really unrealistic expectation when we're measuring ourselves against that ideal.
Is it important to think about the fact that how you feel about your body might really impact your kids someday?
The way we feel about our bodies has a direct impact on our children, and our own approach to food and weight is something that's going to be passed along to our kids. Comments like, oh, I look so fat, or I can't eat that, it's going to go straight to my hips. These are comments that come out of women's mouths all the time. Before you say that, think about how you would feel if you heard your child repeating that back to you.
I definitely have become much more aware of things that I say, things that I do, things that I eat. I want him to make healthy choices for himself. And I want him, as the primary female influence in his life, I want him growing up thinking that women should be confident and should feel good about themselves.
It really makes you stop and think about everything that you say around your kids, doesn't it? Well, there is so much more great advice in the book. You've got to pick up a copy. It's in bookstores now. Thank you so much for watching Parents TV. We'll see you next time.